evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Super Bees. This is the inaugural KidSuper auction entitled Breathing Life into the Inanimate. On your left, you will see the paintings that are on sale this evening. They will be going up for sale as the models walk out. We have exactly 1 minute per lot, so this is not the time to mess around. If you want the piece of art, put your hand in the air with the paddle. Don't start bidding before I tell you the number, though. That's never a good idea. Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, a portion of the proceeds go towards foundations for young artists. So if you would like to bid, sir, start my bidding. You look like the most handsome man in the room. $7,000 to start? Start me off wherever, sir. Where would you like to start? 1,000 is bid. We're at $2,000 on my right. I'll take a bid of 3,000 next. $3,000 is bid on my right. $4,000 in the back of the room at 4,000. 5,000. Love your outfit. 6,000 in the front row. 6,000. $7,000 is bid on my right at 7,000. 8,000 in the back. I see you in the back at 8,000. 9,000. 10,000 on the aisle. We're at 10,000. We're running out of room. 10,000 is bid. $11,000 on my left. 12,000 is bid. 13, 14, $15,000 with you, sir. Battle 65 at 14,000. $15,000 on my left. At 15, we're almost out of time. At $15,000 on the aisle. $16,000 is bid, sold to you. Paddle 65 for $16,000 on the aisle. You guys see how this works? You in? All right, lot number 2. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 2, fractured portrait, showing here on my right. I know that I have a bid in the back of 2,000, so I'll start there at 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 is bid at 5,000, 6,000, $7,000. That's a photographer, just kidding. 7,000, 8,000 is bid. $9,000 on my left. At $9,000 here, do I see a bid of $10,000 next? $10,000 in a new place. Welcome to the auction, sir. I watched you walk in and thought to myself, $10,000 bidder, $10,000 bidder on my left. I'll take a bid of $11,000 next. We are at $10,000 on the aisle. Any advance? We still have some time. There's another part of the figure 8. We're at $10,000 on the aisle. Man with a winning smile. See the compliments you get when you become a winning bidder? We are at $10,000 on the aisle. Any advance? Fractured portrait. Going once? Twice? Sold to you, sir, for $10,000. May I see your paddle number, sir? Your paddle. Sir, may I have your paddle, sir? Your paddle number, paddle 59. Thank you so much, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 3. Yes, I know, I saw your paddle too, sir, but I figured you weren't really bidding. All right, lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen, Strangers in the Night. Coming down here, my favorite shade of red. And we'll start the bidding here again at $5,000. Do I have 5,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, $8,000 in the back of the room? 9,000 is bid. 10,000 against you, paddle 145. At $10,000 in the center of the room. Do I have 11,000? No, you're just lifting your phone. All right, we're at $11,000. $12,000. Welcome to the auction, ma'am. In purple at $12,000. $13,000 is bid from the lady in black. 13. The gentleman in the pink shirt. Pink is a power color. 14,000. And the hat. You're just waving and doing all these signals, but I'll take it. Looks like a savvy auction bidder. He was like, here's my nose. We're at $14,000 on the aisle. At $14,000 here. Do I see a bid of 15,000? 15,000. The gentleman is back in. He has one. He needs a second, ladies and gentlemen. In the entire world of auction, if you want something that's going to go up a lot faster than crypto, buy one of these pictures, trust me. All right, we're at $15,000 on my right, and it can't bottom out because it's sitting on your wall. We're at $15,000 on my right. Any advance in the room? Over $15,000. Are you sure, sir? Sold to you, sir, for $15,000. Congratulations. And your paddle one more time, sir. Paddle number 65. You guys are getting ahead of me. Lot number 4, high school reunion. It's something nobody ever wants to go to. Lot number 4 on our right. But you could have a picture that makes it look a whole lot better. I'll start the bidding again at $7,000. Do we have 7,000? $7,000 is bid in the back of the room. 8,000, 9,000 is bid. 9,000, you've taken your hat off, sir. That is not bidding. We're at 9,000 on the right. At $9,000 here. In the center of the room, we still have one loop left. We are at $9,000. You're looking at it. You're considering it. $10,000 from the gentleman in red in the front with a necklace that I covet. At $10,000 here. $10,000 is bid on my right. Do I have $11,000 in the room? We are at $10,000 on my right. Welcome to the auction, sir. We will discuss your seating next year. $11,000 is bid. Front row next year, sir. $11,000 is bid. $12,000 is bid on my right, sir, just in time. Did you bid 13? 13 against you. Would you like it for 14? We're at $13,000 in the back of the room. $14,000 is bid. I will hold for a second. $15,000. It's a bidding war. 16, sir. What do you say? $15,000 in the back of the room. It's okay, I know you have $15,000 burning a hole in your pocket. I'm coming back to you. We are at $16,000 in the back of the room. Sold to you, sir, for 16. May I see your paddle, please? Paddle 77. Lot number 5, Washington Square Park. I'm a New Yorker. Wish I was a Parisian, but unfortunately, just for today. We're Washington Square Park in my home of New York City. I will start the bidding for this at $8,000. Do I have $8,000 for this incredible piece on my right? At $8,000, I will need a bidder to start the auction. That's how an auction works, actually, as it turns out. We're at $8,000, the gentleman in black, the black sweatsuit. You must be nice and cool in here, like the rest of us, yeah? We're at $8,000 on my right. Do I have a bid of $9,000 next? We are at $8,000 on my right. Large piece, fantastic format, huge wall power at $8,000 on my right. $9,000, paddle 76 in the back of the room at $9,000. $10,000 is bid on my right at $10,000. $11,000 against you. $12,000 is bid. At $12,000 here, I'll take a bid of $13 next. We are at $12,000 on my right. At $12,000, any advance. If I sell it now, I actually give them time to get off stage. What a kind auctioneer I am. At $12,000, sold to paddle 75 for $12,000. Congratulations, sir. I've moved it along so quickly, they don't even have the next painting up here. Lot number 6, make it 2. 2 for the price of 1, if you ask me. Lot number 6, make it 2. Here it comes. And I will start the bidding for this at $5,000. $5,000, $6,000 is bid on my right. I will take a bid of $7,000 next. At $6,000 here, I will take a bid of $7,000. $7,000 on the aisle, $8,000 against you in the back of paddle 187. Hit $8,000, I'll take $9,000 from you, ma'am. In the stripes, very chic, with the glasses, $9,000. Make it 2. At $8,000 against you, I'll take a bid of $9,000 next. Do you guys know that owning one of these paintings immediately makes you cooler? It's true? No, it's hanging in your wall and everyone thinks, I thought that person was not cool, but now I know they are. We are at $8,000 in the back of the room. I'll take a bid of $9,000 next. Or is it with you at $9,000? She says no. I thought sometimes that trick works. We're at $8,000 in the back of the room. Any advance over $8,000, ma'am. Sold to you for $8,000. Congratulations. Paddle 187 in the back of the room. Lot number 7, 24-hour diner. Showing here on my right. We're all kind of waiting for that auction fashion show collision that you didn't know could ever happen. Showing here on my right, 24-hour diner, and I will start the bidding at $5,000, at $5,000, $6,000. Do I have $7,000 in the room? At $6,000 in the back of the room, I'll take a bid of $7,000 next. We are at $6,000, $7,000 on the aisle, paddle 65. Immediately know that this man is cool because you will walk into his house and you have 3 of these pictures on his wall. We are at $7,000 on the aisle. At $7,000 here. Any advance in the room over $7,000. Once. Did I mention the model comes with the piece of art? I don't know if I mentioned that. Every single piece of art comes with a model. It's true. Sold to you, sir, for $7,000. Paddle 65. Congratulations on our right. Lot number 8, final lap. I have to admit there are a lot of paddles in this room that I have not seen go up yet. Here we are, final lap. Oil and canvas starting the bidding at, again, $5,000. Do I have $5,000 in the room? We're at $5,000, $6,000. $7,000 will be next. We're at $6,000 in the back of the room. $7,000 in a new place. Welcome to the auction, sir. At $7,000 on my right. $7,000 here, $8,000 in the back of the room, sir. I see your beard. I can barely see your face. I love your look. We're at $8,000 in the back of the room. $9,000. He has dimples, though, so this is confusing because you have dimples and you have a beard, so I can't see them. We're at $10,000 in the back of the room. $11,000. Don't say, "Aw, sir, it's an auction. All you have to do is raise your paddle. It's so easy." The way it works. We're at $10,000 in the back of the room. I'll take a bid of $11,000 next. Selling in the back of the room for $10,000. Come on, be the kind of friends who just raise that paddle for him. Just do that. Sold to you, sir, for $10,000 in the back of the room. And may I see your paddle, sir? Paddle 76. Lot number 9. After School Philosophy. A bright, vibrant yellow. That was the trend, the color trend of the year. I will start the bidding here at $10,000. Do I have $10,000 for this piece? $10,000 is bid, again, into your house, and we'll have two of you at $10,000. $11,000 against you. I'll take $12,000 next. We're at $11,000 here. $12,000 in a new place in the back of the room in a bright red shirt. At $12,000 in the back of the room, I'll take a bid of $13,000 next. $13,000, $14,000 is bid in front of you, sir. My winning bidder from the last one, I took you at 13. The man in front of you has 14, $15,000 in a new place. At $15,000 in the red shirt in my left, in the back. At $15,000, I will take a bid of $16,000 in the room. At 15, $16,000 is bid. At 16, $17,000 against you. 18,000 is bid. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to cheer. We might hit 20, except she just cut off her head with her hand, which as an auctioneer is never a good sign. At $18,000 on my right, any advance. Sold to you, sir, for $18,000. To paddle 65 on my right. His paddle number 65. Number 10, La Casa. I absolutely love this piece. Fabulous on every level. And I will start the bidding here again at $10,000. Do I have $10,000 for this large scale? $10,000 is bid on my right. $11,000 is bid against you. At 11 here, $12,000, $13,000 on my right, on the aisle at 13. We have four bidders in at $13,000. I'll take a bid of $14,000 is bid here, $15,000 against you, $16,000, $17,000, 18 on my right, 19, $20,000, 21. Hey guys, wake up and start cheering. We're at 21,000. This is fun. We're having an auction. $21,000 is bid. I'll take a bid of $22,000 next. $22,000 against you. $23,000 is bid. $24,000 is bid. $25,000 is bid. 26. Who wants to just say 30? $30,000 is bid. 35,000? 35,000. 40,000, sir? $40,000 is bid at $40,000 on the aisle. I'll take a bid of $45,000 next. We have three bidders in. $40,000 on the aisle. The gentleman has left, but this is too good for me to hammer this down quite yet. You guys just hold. We're at $40,000 on the aisle. $45,000 is bid. No, what you mean is worth it. Yes. $45,000 on the aisle. 50,000, sir? $50,000 is bid on my left. $50,000 is bid on my left. It's only money, grows on trees. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. At $50,000 on the aisle. 55 is next. $55,000 is bid. $70,000 is bid, ladies and gentlemen. $70,000 is bid. I saw you raise your paddle and thought you were bidding, but then I saw your face and I realized that was not the case. Yep, you don't want to be scratching your nose right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're at $70,000 on my left. It's yours, sir, at $70,000. Sold to you. Congratulations. And may I see your paddle number, sir? Paddle 59. Thank you all for waiting, but that was a very exciting part of the auction. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 3 p.m. We've hit the right wall, the right bank, if you will, because, you know, this is Paris. All right, lot number 11, 3 o'clock p.m. at Astor Place, showing here on my right. A familiar face, yes. Tell them to bid a lot as you walk down that runway, please. I will start the bidding for this at $10,000. Do I have $10,000? We're at $10,000. Welcome back to the auction, sir. At $10,000 here, do I see $11,000? At $10,000, $11,000 is a bid from a new bidder. $11,000, welcome to the auction. $12,000 next, sir. We're at $11,000 in the center of the room. I'll take a bid of $12,000 next. $12,000 is bid on my right. Using that as a fan, but not as a paddle right now. We're at $12,000 on my right. I'll take a bid of $13,000 from you, sir. At $12,000 on my right. $13,000 in the back, $14,000 also in the back in a new place at $14,000. I'll take $15,000 from you, sir. At $15,000, $16,000 on my left. 17 against you. 18 against you, ma'am. 19, sir. 19,000 is bid. $20,000 is bid. 22 is next. 22,000. That's when you say 24. 24,000. 26,000. We're at $26,000 on my right. Say goodbye to our model, ladies and gentlemen. And selling it here to you, sir, for $26,000. May I see your paddle, please? Paddle number 76. Thank you so much. Lot number 12, you will be happy to know, ladies and gentlemen, that we are already halfway through the auction. We're doing incredibly well. These are selling. You guys look fantastic. Lot number 12, Flowers for a Stranger. An incredible piece and an incredible dress. And I will start the bidding for this at $5,000. Is there $5,000 in the room? $5,000, $6,000. I'll take a bid of $7,000 next. $7,000 from my phone bidders. On $7,000, $8,000 is bid. Green jacket against green jacket. $9,000 is bid on my right. $10,000 is bid on my left. At $10,000, I'll take $11,000 from you, sir. $11,000 is bid. $12,000 is bid. $13,000 is bid. And the model does not come with it. I just want to remind everyone. $13,000 is bid. 14? 14 is bid. 15 is bid. $15,000 is bid. $16,000 is bid on my right. At 16, we are at a phone bidder on my right at 16,000. 17, sir? 17 is bid. It's interesting that we have two pea green jackets bidding against each other in this room. What are the odds of that? We are at 17,000 here. 18, that was a joke. You guys can laugh. We're at $18,000 on my right. 19, sir? At $18,000 on my right. This gentleman's out. You're out. Sold to you for $18,000. Congratulations. Sold for $18,000. Lot number 13, Marcy Stop on the J train. Coming out here in blues and yellows, and I will start the bidding for this at $4,000. At $4,000, $4,000, $5,000 is bid in the back. At $5,000 here, I'll have to take a bid of $6,000 next. $6,000 in a new place. At $6,000 here, I'll take a bid of $7,000 in the room. We are at $6,000 on my right. With you, sir, new bidder on my right at $6,000. $7,000 is next at $6,000 on my right. Any advance over $6,000 for Marcy Stop on the J train. Otherwise, I am selling it to you, sir, for $6,000. Sold to you for $6,000. Congratulations. And may I see your paddle number, please? Your paddle, please. Paddle 171. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting dangerously close to the end, and if you are not walking away with a piece, you have a few more as an opportunity. Lot number 14, Jazz Club, another piece that I absolutely love. Coming up next. And I will start the bidding for Jazz Club, Lot 14, at $2,000. Do I have $2,000 in the room? We're at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in the back. At $4,000, $5,000 is bid. At $5,000 here, I'll take a bid of $6,000 next. $6,000 against you, $7,000 with you. At $7,000 with Alex, a seasoned bidder from Christie's. At $7,000 in the back of the room. But this is Super Bees. We are at $7,000 in the back of the room. I'll take a bid of $8,000 next. At $7,000 in the back of the room, $8,000 is bid in the front. At $8,000 here. At $8,000 on my right, $9,000 is bid. $10,000 is bid. At $10,000 to the man whose jewelry I've been coveting all night, and I will surely take before he leaves this evening. Watch out. Selling here at $10,000 to paddle 158. Sold to you, sir. Lot number 15, Like Father, Like Son, coming up now on our right. Another piece in the blues and purples, which you see on our right, and I will start the bidding here at $5,000. At $5,000, anywhere in the room, at $5,000 to start, $5,000, $6,000 is bid. At $6,000 bid on my left, I'll take a bid of $7,000 next. We are at $6,000 in the back of the room. At $6,000, $7,000 in a new place from a new bidder. Welcome to the auction, ma'am, at $7,000. $7,000 is bid in the center of the room. $8,000 is bid against you. $9,000, $10,000 with you. At $10,000, the gentleman in the pink shirt, 11. $11,000 is bid. $12,000 is bid against you. $13,000 on my right. $14,000 is bid. We are at $14,000 here. $15,000, $16,000, $17,000. I love the woof whistle. $18,000. It makes me feel like I'm walking by a construction site. $18,000. I can't tell if any of these jokes are landing or if you guys are just hot. We're at 8. I'm just going to keep throwing them out there and hoping that you guys think it's somewhat amusing. We're at $18,000 on the aisle. 19 from either of my underbidders. At $18,000 with you. Last chance, sold to you, ma'am. Please, sir, for $18,000. And your paddle, please, sir. Your paddle. Your number one more time. Your paddle. You don't have a paddle? Huh, okay. We're gonna find you. I don't know if I would lend someone my paddle. That seems like a recipe for getting a check that you don't want. You're 104 now. And if that name is registered to you, I would run like hell out of here. All right, paddle 104. All right, lot number 16, Blue Street Hooligans. I'm starting the bidding here at $2,000. Do I have $2,000? We're at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on the aisle, $6,000 in the back of the room. At $6,000 here. Do I see $7,000? We are at $6,000 in the back of the room. I will take a bid of $7,000 next. At $6,000 in the back of the room. $7,000 is bid on my right. And we all know whose father this is, I won't say. Super hot, that's, I mean, just total hottie coming down the, more applause as he turns. Okay, crazy applause, go crazy, go crazy. Yeah. Yeah, because he produced a child that made all of this, so I feel like he and also his mom get a lot of applause for that. We're at $7,000 on my right. $8,000 for my friend in the back of the room at $8,000. $9,000 is bid against you. What do you say, sir? $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 against you. 13 is bid. 14 is bid against you. 15, he's almost out. 16, sir? 16,000 is bid, 17,000 is bid against you. We're at $17,000 on the out. Oh, welcome to the auction. It's been going on for a while, but we will definitely take your bid because you chose to come in after the model had left. I like your style. $18,000 is bid. 19 is bid against you. 20, sir? 20, ma'am? In the back of the room, we are at $19,000 on my right. Any advance? Selling here. Sold to you, sir. Paddle 65, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 7 for all of you football fans, Golasso, coming now. And I will start the bidding for this at $1,000. Do I have 1,000 in the room? We're at 1,000, 2,000, $3,000 has been on my right. Oh, you were not bidding, so we're still at 2,000 in the back of the room at $2,000 here. I'll take a bid of $3,000 next. $3,000, paddle 77 in the back of the room at $3,000. Do I see 4,000 in the room? Don't bid against yourself, sir. If you keep, I will just keep taking that money every single time you raise your paddle, but I'm gonna give you one chance. We're at $3,000 in the back of the room. Whoever buys this is the biggest football fan there is. I just want to say that out loud. We're at 3,000, but you guys are all in fashion, so you don't even like something. That's not, we don't do that. That's like, what a terrible joke. We're at $3,000 in the back of the room. I'll take a bid of $4,000 next. Otherwise, I'm selling it to paddle 77 for $3,000. Sold to you for $3,000. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 18, 2 studs up. We're gonna need the piece of art. Towards the end of an auction, people get a little tired. We bring the art up, you look at the fashion show, I sell the art. It's almost done, guys. We're having a great time. We having a good time? Yes, we're having a great time. Thank you, Alex, in the back of the room. I expected more applause, but we'll wait for that. 2 studs up on our right, and I'll start the bidding for this at $1,000 only. Do I have $1,000 in the room? We're at $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 is bid in the back of the room. At $3,000, I'll take a bid of $4,000 next. We are at $3,000 in the back of the room. Any advance over $3,000? Going once? Are you bidding, sir? Oh, yep, saw that look on your face and you were definitely not bidding. All right, we're at $3,000 in the back of the room, selling to paddle 000 at $3,000. Sold for $3,000. Lot number 19, your move, chess. I feel like I'm moving so fast I can barely get the pieces as quickly, but we only have a couple of pieces left. Your move, chess. A fabulous piece showing on our right in all of the pinks and blues, and I will start the bidding for this again at $5,000. At $5,000 is bid, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on the aisle. At $7,000 here, I'll take a bid of $8,000 next. We are at $7,000 on the aisle. Any advance over $7,000. $8,000 is bid, $9,000 is bid on my right, $10,000 is bid. Paddle 104, the paddle that did not exist but now does, is back in the auction at $10,000. $11,000, we are at $10,000 on the aisle. Not with you, sir, definitely not with you because you were not bidding, and I'm sure of that. We are at $10,000 in the back of the room. Any advance? I see your paddle 177. What do you say? No? At $10,000 to paddle 104, selling to you, sir. Sold to paddle 104. Well, that's why you always have a spare gavel, ladies and gentlemen. I keep one in my purse just in case there's an auction because the other one just fell on the floor. Lot number 20, ladies and gentlemen, Monday martinis. But why stop at Monday is my question. All right, lot number 20. I will start the bidding for this at $2,000. Do I have $2,000? At $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on the aisle. At $5,000, $6,000 on my left. At $6,000 here, $7,000 against you. $7,000 is bid. $8,000 is bid against you. Same aisle. Don't look. $9,000 in the back of the room. $9,000 with you. $10,000, sir? We're at $9,000 in the back of the room. I'm going to rename this "Every Day is a Day to Drink Martinis." We're at $9,000 in the back of the room. At $9,000. Any advance, any of my bidders, that I am selling it here in the back of the room for $9,000 to paddle 76. Congratulations, sir, for $9,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to our final 3 lots of the evening and our final 3 looks of the evening. Lot number 21, The Con Artist. I will start the bidding for this lot at $3,000. Do I have $3,000? We're at $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in the back of the room, $7,000 on my right. At $7,000, $8,000 against you. At $8,000 here, I'll take a bid of $9,000 on my right. $10,000 is bid. At $10,000 in the center of the room, $11,000, $11,000 is bid on my right. $12,000, paddle 104 is back in. At $12,000, 13, ma'am. 13 is bid with a huge smile on her face. At $13,000. $14,000, sir? We're at 13 against you, 14,000 is bid. At 14,000, 15,000 against you. 16? At 15,000 on my right, 16,000 is bid. 17,000? $17,000 is bid. At $17,000 on my right, any advance selling here for $17,000. Sold to you, ma'am, for $17,000. Paddle 91. Our final 2, lot number 22, The Girl That Breathes Life into the Inanimate Objects. Yes. I will start the bidding for this at $7,000. Do I have $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 is bid. At $12,000 with paddle 155. $12,000 is bid on my left. This is the cover of the show. At $12,000 on my left, $13,000 is bid. $13,000 is bid from a familiar bidder. On my right, $14,000 is bid, $15,000 is bid, $16,000. $17,000 in the back of the room, $18,000 is bid. $19,000 on the aisle, $20,000 in the center of the room at $20,000, 22. 24 on my right at $24,000 here. 26, sir? It's the last one. $28,000 in a new place at $28,000 with paddle 59. $30,000 is bid on my right at $30,000 here. $32,000 is bid. $35,000 is bid. $38 is next, sir. $38,000 is bid. $40,000 is bid in a new place. Welcome to the auction, ma'am. $40,000 is bid. $42,000. $45,000 is bid. At $45,000, $48 is next. $48,000 is bid on my right. $50,000 is next. $50,000 is bid with paddle 90 at $50,000. $55,000 is next at $50,000. $55,000 is bid at $55,000. $60,000, ma'am. You guys have been waiting the entire auction. I've watched like 9 new bidders jump in. $60,000 is bid on the aisle at $60,000. 65, ma'am? At $60,000 with you on the aisle. $65,000, $70,000 is bid. $80,000 is bid on my left. At $80,000 is bid. $85,000 is bid. $90,000 is bid. $95,000 is bid. Who gives me 100? $100,000 is bid. $110,000 is bid. We are at 110 with you, sir. I don't know if you heard. 110 is bid on my left. 120. 120,000 is bid on my right. 130. 130,000 on the aisle, sir. 140 would be next. We have 130,000 directly in front of me on the aisle. 140,000 is next. And just think, next year when you sell it at Christie's or Sotheby's for $50 million, won't you feel like the smart one? $140,000 is bid. Or maybe KidSuper will start his own auction house and you can sell it there. $150,000 is bid on my left at $150,000. 160. 170 on the aisle. I should tell you that everyone who is bidding right now is smiling. 180,000, she's back in. She had taken a pause, but then she decided 180,000 sounded like a great number. So then she just jumped back in at $180,000. 190? $190,000 is bid on my right. $200,000 in a new place, ladies and gentlemen. $200,000 in a new place. But remember how we cheered at $100,000, but we kept going? So we're at $200,000 here. I will take 210 next. You never know. One more bid. This is not the time to put on your jacket, sir. Put your arm down. Do not do that right now. It's not a good idea. We are at $200,000 in the center of the room. Any admit, $210,000 is bid on my right. 210 is bid. 220, sir. We're at $210,000 on my right. Last chance, fair warning, selling to you, sir, for $210,000. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our very last slot of the evening, the finale. And what a finale it is. Get ready for this. All right, the finale, ladies and gentlemen, and I will start the bidding for this at $1,000. Do I have $1,000 anywhere in the room? We're $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 in the back of the room. At $10,000, $11,000 on my left. At $11,000, $12,000 against you. At $12,000, $13,000 in the back of the room. At $13,000. At $13,000 in the back of the room. $14,000 on the aisle. At $14,000, this is the last lot of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. $15,000 is bid. At $15,000. 16, sir? 16 is bid. $16,000 is bid, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final bid of the evening. Battle 104.
je parle, je sais que tu ne m'écoutes pas. Quand je marche, tu me suis, mais j'en ai marre de toi. L'amour, ça brûle comme une cigarette. On a perdu le feu sans l'aide d'allumette. Au revoir, bébé, c'était bien quand je dormais dans tes bras. Je pensais qu'à toi des fois. Oui, je t'aime beaucoup, 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 pas du tout. Oui, je t'aime beaucoup, 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 pas du tout. Parce que c'est moi, pas toi, non. Je ne suis pas innocente. Non, ce n'est pas la première fois que je te souhaite bonne chance. Bonne chance. Merci.
Speeches after fashion shows, but I always didn't understand why they didn't take in the moment. That went about $100,000 better than I thought it was going to go. We really relied on you guys to be participants in this, and you really showed out. This is crazy. I mean, I have an after party, and now I'm like really rich, so you should probably come. I want all of you guys to come. This was my first ever in-person Paris Fashion Week official calendar show. So you're kind of part of history. And if all goes well, the paintings will increase in value. So thank you so much. We have cocktails coming. I want this to be a gallery. I always hate when people scatter off after fashion shows. I want to meet all of you. So come chill. We got drinks, food, and you know, I'm just throwing dollar bills. So thank you very much. Appreciate everybody.
Hello? Anyone who won, come to the stage. We gotta take your actual money.